me feeling like I'm academics. Can't.
And today was a very pivotal day, chat, because it looked like this trial has turned all the way on the prosecutor. We have Terrell Efron, aka A AP Relli, who's on the stand, and he's getting demolished. People have now speculated that the prosecutors are so embarrassed by his performance on cross-examination that they're looking for a way out of this trial without getting embarrassed, really, through the public web. This trial is being streamed. This was on like the Tory case. It appeared that they did more due diligence with the Tory case. This one looked like they did pursue charges, but only at the behest of this guy who seemingly wanted money at first, but A$AP Rocky wasn't willing to give him money. And now they're looking like fools because this dude is not being a good a good snitch, in the sense of half the shit he's saying isn't making sense when the defense attorney's quizzing him. By the way, we also find out that A$AP Relli is actually wanted. Like, the irony of this shit, huh? A$AP Relli. So the guy on the what the fuck? The guy on the stand, right? That is wanted for trying to the guy on the stand that's telling on Rocky is actually wanted in New Jersey, right? 50 Cent clearly ain't with that shit. He says, look now, what's the chance of that? On the guy on the stand and on the run. Throw this whole case away. This guy's trying to get some money, that is all. So he has 2 outstanding New Jersey warrants from what we understand now. And we don't know what those warrants have to do with anything. By the way, I know some people, hold on. Some people be like, well, how could there be a warrant for him? And he could still be on the stand. If you have certain warrants, they won't go outside of that jurisdiction trying to search for you. So if he was in New Jersey, yeah, they'll lock him up, but he's in Cali. So that's why, they haven't probably contacted Cali officials to try to execute that warrant to get him arrested to bring him back to Jersey. But anyway, it says A$AP Rocky, former friend who testified Tuesday and Wednesday against the rapper in his LA criminal trial, has 2 outstanding warrants hanging over his head. Okay? He's listed as a defendant in the warrants, and one's for driving without a license. Okay, yeah, these are bullshit. Yeah, this ain't going past Jersey. Oh. Driving without a license and careless driving? Yeah, so those are like fair FTA warrants. Failure to appear, I think, right? Yeah, it's probably failure to appear. Okay, anyway. Let's go back to this, and we're going to peek in on what the fuck this nigga got going on. Hold on.
It's between 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
October 17th of 2024, did you send you an article about Judge Arnold? Yes. On December...
Who is this? So this guy's Wally Sajimi. He knew the victim.
Entire government name.
Remember, there's going to be two witnesses for Rocky on the defense side. It's going to be 12V and Ills. But it looks like the government's case is kind of like thin. Give me a second. Let's get a decent update on this.
The Justin Baldoni.
Yeah, this shit might be a wrap. Give me 1 second.
What's up, everybody? And what he saw, not good for this witness. Be presented in front of...
Okay. Was it lawyer for workers? Maybe not. All right. So, I'll just go off Twitter. where's Megan Conniff? All right, here we go.
Not happen.
No.
Did he ever tell you at any point in time, you know what? Yeah, I'm trying to get his money, but I made the whole thing up.
No.
In fact, isn't it true that what he was telling you was that that man shot at him and really wanted to make sure that he got his for what happened? Is that correct?
That's what Relli said.
And you weren't there, is that correct?
No.
Correct? Hold
Yeah.
on. That was a double negative. You weren't there, were you?
No, I was not.
And you don't have any idea whether or not this incident happened or didn't happen.
No.
So here's my, did you ever ask Relli? Hey, I'm sorry, did you ever ask the defendant, hey, listen, this guy's saying you shot at him. You ever ask him what happened?
Objection relevance.
You ever ask him what happened?
I don't recall.
So you are having conversations with Relli, which you're taping, and then immediately calling the defendant to report what happened. And you're telling me you've never asked the man, hey, did you cap 2 rounds at him?
What the
I don't
fuck?
recall.
Well, is that something you think you remember?
3 years ago, I don't recall.
So you're telling me, I just want to make sure I understand this. Your testimony is, yeah, I'm recording him, and I'm well aware of this situation that happened. And I've talked to the defendant about it. I talk to him every couple of months. But I've never asked him, hey, Relli's accusing you of shooting him. Did you do it? You never asked him that.
I don't recall. No.
Well, isn't it true? You didn't ask him that because you don't want to know the answer.
Objection, Your Honor. The state's testimony says it doesn't recall.
It's cross-examination.
Yeah, it's a fair question of cross-examination.
Isn't it true that you didn't ask him that question because you don't want to know the answer?
Like I said, I don't recall, but I might have.
Yo, this prosecutor is grilling this guy, but he's supposed to be like pretty much his witness. I guess he's trying to say, he knows that Rocky's lawyer is gonna grill this guy, be like, "Yo, you're just Relli's friend trying to bullshit and say whatever for him." So they're trying to grill him. Did you? So you never spoke to Rocky about the shooting?
Asked him.
So now you're saying you might have asked him if he shot Relli, but you don't remember the answer?
I said I don't recall me asking him that question. Right?
So let me be clear. I want to know, has the defendant ever discussed with you anything about the shooting?
No.
So then your answer would be, if you ever asked him about it, would be a definite no, correct?
Sure. Correct. Sorry.
Then why isn't a moment ago you just said, I don't know, I don't remember?
Because I don't recall.
So, do you understand the difference between no and I don't recall?
Yes.
So, no, would you agree, would mean he absolutely never mentioned anything, and I don't recall would be, I'm not sure. Would you agree with that, those definitions?
We can agree to that.
And my question is, don't you think that as you're taping Relli for somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes, getting information about this incident and about what he intends to do, and then calling the defendant back immediately to report what happened, that you might...
Oh, I don't know if this guy's Relli's friend like that. Apparently he was taping Relli and then he called Rocky to tell Rocky.
have had a conversation with him about, hey, dude, what actually happened? Did you shoot the guy? You're saying that didn't happen, you never asked?
Never asked.
Are you curious?
No.
So you don't have any interest at all as to whether or not the defendant actually shot at Relli.
To make a relevancy objection again.
Sorry for that. We're not going to subject.
Okay. Okay, so that is The surprise defense witness. Oh, never mind. This is a defense witness. It says fake recordings of Relli are 100% real. What the fuck? All right, man. I'm kind of over this case. Anyway, it was clarified in court. You know, it's been reported widely that, you know, Rocky's facing 24 years. He's not. He's actually facing 8 years. And obviously, I think, you know, sensationalizing the whole thing made people more, you know, careful in trying to think about what's going on here. But there's multiple charges, and prosecutors were not looking for concurrent sentences, right? Or consecutive, I mean. So they were going to be concurrent, and they even admit in court that they would be seeking 8 years if Rocky's convicted. And supposedly he's already served 2/3 of that time. How the fuck? What?
Exactly, but simply by commentators who have said that if the defendant is convicted, he's looking at getting 24 years. That's absurd. The people have always said that we would not be seeking, and we would have no ground for seeking the maximum sentence in this case. What we have said is we talked about a sentence originally, or we're willing to give probation and suspend time. If he's convicted, what we're going to be asking for is probably...
I think they're probably explaining the plea deal like, well, if you guys have such a strong case, why are we hearing these numbers of he's facing 24, but you're offering 180 days? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I've kind of checked out of this case. This case is a whole lot of bullshit, if you ask me. So the prosecutor rested their case. Okay, so the prosecutor rested their case, and we didn't hear from a doctor. What? Am I tripping? Let me just go here real quick. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Rocky... I'm on the side that Rocky beats this shit.
Good morning, Minister.
Okay, so this is right before the prosecution arrested their case. Rocky's lawyer introduced some audio, and then Relli's gonna say, "Yo, that's a fake audio," and then Rocky's lawyer is gonna bring the guy who recorded the audio. That's what happens.
Speaking of saying. Sorry?
Let's go, Mr. Tucker. You know, let's go.
Well, we're gonna go when you answer my question. You know who Wally is?
I do.
Okay. In fact, you told Wally he shot you 5 times, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't say it?
No, I didn't.
And by the way, speaking of Wally, last Thursday was my first day of cross-examination of you, and I asked you about a statement you made to Wally that morning.
The question came in terms of that morning.
Status of you mean the morning
The morning of the examination, yes, sir. The morning of the examination last Thursday, I asked you questions about Wally. Two statements you may have made to Wally, which you denied. At the lunch break, Mr. Efron, you called Wally, correct?
I called him after everything because, I mean, you guys got y'all whipping up lies over here. None of it, you have no evidence to back that up.
You're not answering this question. He's talking about the lunch break. Ask it again.
And I'm not, and I'm
Mr.
allowed.
Efron, wait. Ask the question again.
After Wally's name was brought up on cross-examination by me, the statements you made on the recordings that you say were fake, you called Wally.
That's a compound question.
It
There are
is.
3 questions.
All right. You were inquiring about whether he made a phone call at the lunch on the lunch
He
break
was talking with me.
following your beginning your
Yes,
cross-examination.
sir.
You understand the question? All right. Did you call Wally during the lunch break?
No.
Did you call him after court?
Yes, I did.
No.
So this is kind of like hilarious. Apparently this guy's on the stand and he calls, I don't know if he knew this was going to be a defense witness. He calls the fucking defense witness, right? He calls the defense witness while he's in trial.
And why'd you go wallet?
Because, I mean, you guys is just lying, lies after lies. You can't back it up. These guys,
We can't back it up.
I mean, you can't. You can't.
Did you hear the tape recording? Did you say fake?
All right, stop. Ask another question.
I guess we'll see about that, right?
Your Honor,
Sustain.
can the court instructed previously, and this is editorializing, Mr. Lemon is not doing that in his arrest.
Right.
He's right.
But I know
It's like
the
night and
witness
day.
is saying
I don't
made up
understand.
answers.
You're insane.
Don't editorialize.
Then you should strike his answers, Your Honor.
They are non-responsive.
They are not responsible. Anyway, so you called him because we were presenting fake evidence to you?
Yes or no?
I don't know, man. There's just
Why did you call him? Mr. Efron?
because you guys just keep playing fake audio to me, like fake stuff. I never said none of that to him. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't fit in with this case. They're trying to slip it in.
Okay, stop. All right, you answer the question.
So that's why you called Wow.
I mean, you guys are saying I'm cool with him and I got his number and he's making up fake lies. That's like, he didn't even answer, so I don't even know what are we talking about. He did not answer. What are you going to say? He answered and make up another spoof call?
Are you done?
Motion to strike is non-responsive.
He's moved to strike his own testimony, okay.
Yeah, the entire answer is
Your
non-responsive.
Honor, counsel is editorializing indicating what I'm moving to strike. I'm following the evidence code
Okay.
of the state of California.
We didn't even get to the case. What are we doing here?
Moment. A few minutes ago, today, about text messages you sent
Okay.
with me so far. Are you with me so far?
Yo, you're annoying, bro. Just come on.
Are you with me?
We didn't even get to the case. What are we doing here?
Are you keeping up? Stop. Are you keeping up with the question?
I can't keep up with him. I can't take him serious.
No. You got to answer the question.
Yo, we gotta throw this case away, bro.
He asks the questions. He's beginning to ask you a question. He just wants to know if you're keeping up with him. Just ask the whole question.
Sure. You recall being asked by Mr. Brazone a few minutes ago about text messages you sent to Rocky and his manager after the incident saying you tried to kill me.
Yes.
Oh. And you were also saying you tried to kill me. During that same time, you were sending messages saying, I'm going to get that N's money, right?
Bro, what are we talking about? Are we talking about assault or lawsuit? Like, you keep trying to bring in
He's
lawsuit.
asking you a yes or no question. Listen to the question and
I don't
yes,
understand
no,
these
I don't know, or
questions.
I don't recall. Go ahead.
At the same time you were saying that, you were also sending text messages saying, I'm going to get that N's money.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? You don't recall seeing those messages up here?
Seeing what messages? Do you not, like...
You have that message.
Your Honor, I previously advised the court that I had a meeting.
Did you give it up?
Are y'all understanding what's going on?
Yeah, Mr. Lewin has to leave. He's got an unavoidable commitment. He tried to postpone it. He couldn't, so he's going to leave now. He'll be back. He'll be back at 1:30, right?
Yes, I will, probably. Yes, I'll be back. Thank you.
You promise now? You can look back. These letters. Okay, put it up.
All right.
Okay.
All right, this nigga sounding. Wait, is this a?
My business partner.
Well, that's
You're lying.
Justin.
You're lying.
That's Justin.
You know that's Justin. You're not even putting names next to it.
So what you said to him, that same
But
time.
you just lied.
Stop it. Stop it.
Like, what am I having?
Okay,
What am
who
I
is this
talking
text
to this
going to?
man for?
Who is this text being sent
Yo, I
to?
do not want to stay here. You put me on. I'm not on trial. I've been here for 5 days dealing with this man. He just said it was a manager. This is not the manager.
Chill.
I'm ready to fucking go.
Was this text to John or is this to your manager?
This is to
your
my.
partner?
This is my.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's kicking a bucket as looking sympathetic in terms of a victim that's a witness that is credible. They've caught you in multiple lies. like, I mean, again, the injury shouldn't matter, like, because even if it's a graze or a full-on bullet hole, bro, this guy is just not sounding like someone you want to vote guilty for the defendant, which is Rocky.
My business partner.
Okay, business partner.
So you sent to your business partner at 6:40 a.m. that same morning that you're sending Rocky a message saying you try to kill me, a message saying, I want to get this ends money.
Yes, that's my business partner. He shot me. I have no career.
You were asked by Mr. Frizzlome, you saw that videotape of you sitting with Detective Flores and Manfrey. Remember that?
Yes.
And you were asked on page 3 of the transcript. Your Honor, I'm not going to replay it, but we can just go to page 3 of that transcript. Please.
You have it?
What's that?
You want page 3?
I'm trying to trip me up.
Just take a spray.
Got me looking stupid for 5 days.
Stop.
I'm on trial.
Stop. Don't say it.
Fucking finish.
On page 3, lines 14, 15, and 16. So look at that. You see that.
On this?
Yes, on the transcript.
All right. This guy's just doing a whole bunch of bullshit. All right. Let's get on quickly to another topic. Again, this is weighing heavily in Rocky's favor. And I know I've said that before in terms of rappers that we did like or, analyzing a case, i.e. Tory Lanez. But this one, it's very clear. The video, we're watching the video. This guy doesn't look credible. He was on a stand for like 4 or 5 days. And essentially they called him in multiple lies. And also he was doing things even in court. Like, he would get out of court and try to call somebody who he didn't know was working with the defense because he's trying to keep his lies together, and he got caught in a bunch of lies, right? Right now, it's just not looking good that it's credible that Rocky did these things. Also, we haven't even got to the eyewitnesses, which are going to be 12V and ASAP 12 and ASAP Bills. Okay, real quick.